Hello and welcome to Friday Double Bill. This is the show where we review the top Friday releases from both Hollywood and Bollywood. Well, we don't just review these films, we also look at the OMG or the Oh My God moments, and we arrive at a movie verdict so you can decide, or at least we'll tell you, whether we thought the film was a deco or peko at the theaters. Well, we're just getting warmed up for a discussion on the big Hollywood release this weekend. That's The Life of Crime.
18th hole. My wife is up there watching from the clubhouse.
Based on Elmer Leonard's 1978 novel, The Switch, Life of Crime is a dark caper comedy starring Jennifer Aniston, John Hawkes, Isla Fisher, and Tim Robbins. The wife of a corrupt real estate developer is kidnapped by two common criminals who intend to extort him with inside information about his crooked business and offshore accounts. But the husband decides he'd actually rather not pay the ransom to get back his wife, setting off a sequence of double crosses and plot twists that could only come from the mind of Elmer Leonard.
Go ahead.
Frank?
Draw $1 million out of your account.
I'm gonna call the cops. If you go to the police, you will never see her alive again.
Who was that?
I don't know.
Well, the Elmer Leonard novel, The Switch, that this film is based on, is actually a prequel to Rum Punch. Rum Punch is what made Jackie Brown. I know a lot of hardcore Quentin Tarantino fanboys will slap me for saying this, but before Inglourious Basterds, before even Django Unchained, I thought the best Tarantino film that I had seen was not Reservoir Dogs, was not Pulp Fiction, but Jackie Brown.
I agree.
And now in that sense, if this film is a prequel, I'd already braced myself for the occasion. I was already very happy getting into the theater. I thought the film was funny in parts. I thought it was fun also for major portions. But then this is not a Tarantino directed film, and so pacing is an issue. But by and large, I was quite happy with the film.
Well, let's not forget that, Get Shorty was
Right.
directed by Barry Sonnenfeld. You have Out of Sight, directed by Steven Soderbergh. These are master directors at the absolute top of their game. Unfortunately, the same doesn't compare over here. So what we have is a very sloppily paced film, I thought, and a real shame because this film really reminded me of Ruthless People, which was a great Danny DeVito, Bette Midler comedy. And this is the same premise. Don't forget, this book was written in 1978. So obviously they tried to make it several years, and the fact that they've made it in the new millennium, there's a reason for that. It's a very dated story.
Well, getting to the OMG or the Oh My God moments from this film, Fahad, I think there are quite a few of them, but my favorite one is unfortunately something I can't reveal on this show because that would be a spoiler, and I actually want people to watch this film, which is the last scene where the whole plot sort of culminates into this larger whole, which I thought was pretty well done. Otherwise, in general, there were lots of portions which I thought from the writing point of view were quite funny, were very clever, and by and large kept me up for the most part.
Yes, well, I was nodding off, so I'm glad they kept you up. Having said that, because I had a real problem with the pacing of this film. Having said all that, I think the fact is that it's cool, it's clever, it's a little bit of deja vu, a little dated, but what the hell.
Well, I know Fahad will disagree with me, but I would go with Weekend Pe Dekho so far as this film is concerned for various reasons. One is the 70s, the period that this film is set in, which is probably why it looks so dated to you and you wanted to sleep. The second is the subject itself. It's a very riveting plot, and if I think Woody Allen was to direct this movie, he would have taken this to another level too, but I like the way they've taken this one as well.
It's not so much about not liking the film. I think I have a huge admiration for Elmer Leonard. Jennifer Aniston has acquitted herself admirably. I'm really not against this film at all. I think you should watch it. Well, you have a film like American Hustle set in exactly the same time frame. So it's not like I have any problems with period films. I love them as much as the next guy. I just think that this film has, when I said dated, I meant in terms of the plot, the fact that these things have been seen before by audiences, and also these Elmer Leonard films. The novels have been done by such masters that unfortunately this one pales. Having said all that, I still think you should watch it. Watch it at your leisure, either in the theater or at DVD. You will not regret it, I'm sure.
Well, that was Friday Double Bill for you. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Write to us, give us your feedback, not just about the show, but also about the movies you watched this weekend.